No, I don't know.
I will point out that the other thing that people have been saying he's biased against us for is he won't let Tripp take timeouts. With about 20 seconds left last night, the Guildford bench were trying to call a timeout, and he turned around and just shook his head and said no. So I don't know why he wasn't letting them take it. Maybe he had a bus to catch or a train or something. I don't know. But there you go. I definitely saw it. They were trying to call a timeout, and they told them no. So it's not just Trippy has a thing for telling no for a timeout.
Well, maybe we get a chance to ask him what that's about. I don't know if there's not any rule that I know about.
Unless, there might be. They need to try and call it within a certain time frame after a stoppage or something. I don't know. I need to look into it.
Because they can all went over. I know they all went over to the benches if they were having a timeout, and he just called them all back and went, "No, you're not on." So that brings us down to next weekend, which I think we already said we've got Dundee on Saturday night, and we have a wee trip down to Milton Keynes, if I'm correct, on Sunday. See if we could get 4 points for that. I'm not going to say that phrase about turning the corner, because I think we're in the straight and narrow this season completely. There's no long and winding road, it's just straight as a die.
You ever watched the Wile E. Coyote cartoons? He's on the mountain, he looks down, it's just a straight road for like miles. That's what we're on just now.
There ain't no corners, that's what we're saying.
As long as we don't U-turn, that's all that we can ask for.
It would certainly be nice to at least get the 2 points from Dundee. But as I said, we don't really know how we're going to match up to Dundee. They could be another case of the Five Flyers this year and just complete bogey team. We'll need to wait and see, which makes the game on Saturday night interesting. And, talking about attendances, the kind of attendance on Sunday, and the Sundays are never really good, was a bit disappointing, just over 2,500. Be nice to think on Saturday night we could get back over the 3,000 mark, and that's every possibility, because Dundee will bring people down with them. But I take it everybody's kind of hoping for the 2 points on Saturday night.
We need to start putting a run together. I know we said that all last season, but it's true. We've won 2 of our last 3. We'll say we've won our last 2 league games, which is a start. But we need to start adding to that. And Dundee, they've got their problems. They're missing players. It should be a game we win, but as they showed last night, they're not a pushover. So we need to be at the top of whatever game we've got to try and get a win here.
Well, we've only won 2 games in the trot, once, and that was back in September when we beat Nottingham away and then beat Edinburgh at the following night. So it would be nice to do that again. Jennifer, we've got Milton Keynes the following night again. No offence to Milton Keynes, who have been playing out their skin at home, but we should really be doing a wee bit better down there and challenging at least. I mean, I think the last time we went down, although it was only 3-1, I don't think we were ever really at the races, if my memory serves me correctly.
No, I watched the webcast last time, and it was a really, really, really flat game. But I'm pretty certain, and this is kind of no excuses, the road works on the way down to Milton Keynes are pretty horrendous as well. So I don't doubt for a second that it took them. It's not the nicest of journeys to have to make. So just kind of wait and see. I'm certainly going to watch the webcast on Sunday night if there is one. But I missed the game on Saturday night because I'm away drinking with the girls. So I think I'll probably enjoy that a lot more.
Probably. We did. I think when we faced Milton Keynes the first time, it was Schofield and Shattuck's first game. I think they had just arrived. So, Graham, is it the 4 points you want again? Is that what we're going down
as always? Again? Yeah. I always want the 4 points.
Last week you said you were going to stop that.
Well, look, at the end of the day, I agree with what you're saying about the Dundee game, and it's kind of nice to have a Dundee game that actually has quite a lot of interest around it because we've not played them as such, and we don't know what we're going to face, as Stephen had mentioned. I mean, that was a good result they had at home against Belfast last night, shutting them out. So it's certainly not going to be easy. Dundee, I think, are going to take a lot of points off a lot of teams, as they've already proven to be. And we don't. The problem is we've got the team that we've got. I don't see us changing anything in the immediate term. We're kind of in that. We're kind of in that, I don't know, vicious circle at the moment whereby if we do just enough to win enough games, then the pressure eases to try and make any changes. And as we've already heard, it's difficult to make any changes because there's not much out there. That's what we're told. So we have to make do with what we've got. as I say, in terms of the team, I have been saying it for a while now. I genuinely think our problem it's not a lack of hard work. It's not a lack of application to the whole thing. I think we're lacking in quality this year in terms of through our roster. We've got some quality players, but we don't have anywhere near, in my opinion, the sort of quality of roster that we're used to having overall, and that's what we're going to be having to deal with for the rest of the season, I think. So yeah, I think from my point of view, the game now becomes just take as many points as you can, any way you can. If it's not pretty, if it's not nice to look at, too bad. It's getting the points. It's the most important thing, as last night proved. So yeah, I'll take 2 points from Dundee, and I think because of, as you rightly said, Milton Keynes' home form's pretty good. I would make do with a point from Milton Keynes. If we can get a point, I think that'd be great.
Yeah, but Jennifer, if we can get full point weekend, it would probably see us. I mean, we didn't manage to crawl up any places in the league on the back of the win the other night, but if we could get a 4 point or 3 point weekend, we probably would climb a place or two. And I think, it would give the players maybe that wee bit more confidence, certainly give the fans a bit more confidence, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I hope we do get 4 points, but it's unlikely, but we can only hope.
Yeah. Well, we're 4 points behind. Milton Keynes on 7th, and we're 4 points behind them, but they've played a couple of games more. So, you're looking at that and thinking, well, we should really, if we can get a bit of a run together, we should be able to climb a place or two. Guildford are just above us, point above us, but they've played 1 game less, and, Fife are sitting in 8th in 12 games, which is 3 less than us, but they've got 16 points. So, Stephen, I kind of said to Graham, well, sorry, Jennifer, I never asked you. You're kind of saying you hope for at least 3.
I'm going to hope for the 4, but I think it's unlikely. But we'll see if we'll go for the 4. Yeah.
Okay. And Stephen, you're the only person I've not asked yet.
Well, just to touch on what you were saying there, I'm going to go for 3. 3 would be ideal, but I think there's been all this hysteria about the Leafs. Obviously, we're playing well and looking at the league, but it's only November. I think it's far too early to be looking at the league and try to figure out what these points will do for us. I think the main focus should just be get points. don't care about the league. Who overtake? Just get the points. We'll see where we can go. All about, as I said before, it's all about getting on a run, trying to put wins together, or at least overtime losses and wins together. Because I'm not convinced this team's got to be any use at an overtime period, because we've had better teams that are terrible at overtime as well. So just get the points. 3 points would be great. Realistically, I think we'll get 2 though.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but we are in danger of not getting into the top 8, and we're a quarter of the way through the campaign, if you like, and we need to start getting some points together, as you say, and climbing up the league, and trying to make the playoffs. But I certainly, another 0 point weekend would just be a disaster. So hopefully we'll go down that route and we'll get some points. Personally, if I had to put money on it, I would say 2 points, either by way of beating Dundee or getting a point in each game. I'm not that keen, or confident, I should say, in going to Milton Keynes and getting the result. So, but knowing me, what will happen is we'll get beat by Dundee at home, we'll take 2 points off Milton Keynes away. That's just the way we do things, isn't it? And that's hockey, and maybe that's best, it's like that, Okay, there are a couple of just bits and pieces of things that we've decided to talk about, and we've all just done it between ourselves. And one of the things I'm going to throw out there first and foremost is, have we as a podcast been hard on well, I was going to say the club or the players, or are we separating things out? Are we being too hard on the team, or should we be separating the off ice and the on ice? And generally speaking, I don't know. Who wants to take that one up first? Silence. Nobody.
I suppose I will then.
You do it, Stephen. You've got no fear.
I will say, when things are going well on the ice, it's a bit easier to overlook some of the off-ice shenanigans, but I think there's been so much of both going on recently that it's harder to overlook some of the poor decisions. It is very easy to see the to see that the club are making just now. Seems to be a big disconnect between some of the fan base and the office just now. And when the things are poor on the ice, it's easy for everything to just overflow and bang into each other. I've not been very nice towards either the off-ice or the on-ice recently. I don't think we've been overly harsh, because even when the team are losing, there's not really been a decent performance to go along with it. So you're watching a team play crap and get the results that you'd expect from a team playing crap. There's some players who you could say have been a bit lazy with their play. I won't name any names just now. I think we know who we're talking about. So, when things are going badly, it's easy to be negative, and things have been going very badly recently. So, to reiterate, I don't think we've been overly harsh. I mean, we've praised the team tonight for grinding out the win tonight. Last night, it's not as if we've been sitting here going, "Oh, they're still crap." We've given praise where it's due. So, no, I don't think we have at all.
No. Jennifer, you've kind of been, just because of circumstance, not been on the last couple of weeks, so I don't know, if looking from the outside, and do you think we've been down that road too much?
Well, you've had reason to be down. I mean, obviously kind of what's been forced upon us in the last couple of weeks hasn't particularly been fair, and then obviously the circumstances that happened on Saturday night with a certain person getting a box of donuts. Is that some sort of we're sorry that we've totally acted unprofessionally and out of turn? I don't know. That's just pure speculation. But
and cynicism, I have to add.
It's kind of like the irony of ironies, though, isn't it?
That was just good luck.
Basically, yeah. I mean, I still totally opposed to kind of what Graham was forced to go through and everything like that, and I think it was highly unfair. Basically putting Graham in that sort of position and stuff like that, and it should never have got that far. Obviously, the one of the big things kind of seen from the weekend there was somebody who was made to pay £10 because they forgot their season ticket, and there's kind of been a lot of uproar about that, but that is in the terms and conditions. But I think the issue and the difficulty with that is you can certainly see that some people have been made to pay £10 before and some people haven't, so there has to be some sort of consistency with that. If that's going to be enforced, it needs to be enforced for absolutely everybody.
Well, it was. I didn't know. I forgot my season ticket once about, I even know, 3, 4, 5 years ago. I can't remember. But I just remember them sorting out in seconds and I was in the door. I don't even remember how it was done. I don't even remember. I think they printed the ticket off. I just think, though, £10, if you're a family of 4, that's £40. I think I'd be telling them to poke it.
I think the charge has only been introduced this season, and it is in the terms and conditions.
Yeah, but it just seems very, very steep for what have they got to do? Go up to the ticket office, ask you what your seat number is, confirm your name, and print a paper ticket, and it's going to cost you £40 if you're a family of 4. I know the person who it happened to was on their own, and they were with friends, but it was one person, But do you really think in a family of 4, £40 is reasonable? It's just, even £10 is a rip-off. And yeah, it's in the terms and conditions, but again, why were we able to do it for free a few years ago, and now all of a sudden they're wanting money for it? It just, again, leaves a bit of a bad taste. That's as far as I'm concerned. So, I'm not really happy about that person for that, on that person's sake. They've already, in good faith, put out their £300 to £500, whatever their season ticket cost. And just because one to forget it, they're going to put another 10 on top of that. Don't know. I just don't think. I think it's necessary, but that's just me. Anybody else?
I kind of get what the £10's about. I'm going to take a really unusual line here and maybe actually back the club to a certain extent, which is not like me at all, as you know. But I forgot my season ticket last season for one game, and I remember having to go to the box office, and I wasn't charged a tenner. They printed off a ticket for me, and then I went, and that was fine. So I can understand somebody feeling a bit aggrieved, albeit they only introduced it this season, as Jen says. But I can understand if you have a lot of season ticket holders who maybe don't have, and foremost in the mind, the fact they need to bring their season tickets with them to a game. then, and people make mistakes and people forget things, but if it's known and it's widely accepted that there's a £10 penalty if you forget your season ticket, I think, to be honest, one criticism I'd make of the club is make it more public rather than just hide it away in the T's and C's. Maybe just bring